Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing how to design a screw-retained crown for a Megagen AnyRidge implant using the Exocad software. First, let's start with the library installation. Go to www.artogate.com. Click on Support, CAD/CAM Library. On the left side, click on Exocad. Down here, you'll be able to find Megagen AnyRidge Surgeon Tigen library. Go ahead and click on that. Click on Agree and read the description on the left side. Please note that in this section, you'll be able to download the library files necessary to design your crowns, and you'll be able to download the files necessary for you to design your digital model, and those will be called RP. Click on the Megagen AnyRidge Custom Abutment zipped file. Go ahead and save. In your compressed downloads, you'll be able to find the installed file in a zipped format. Right-click on the file and export to a new folder. Inside that new folder, you'll now find you have two different folders. One will be named 9mm and the other will be named 13mm. The 9mm folder is for the 9mm scan abutments. The 13mm is for the 13mm scan abutments. Next step, in your computer, find the Exocad source folder, open Dental CAD app, library, implant, and inside of this folder, place both folders right here. For our patient today, we're going to be designing two crowns at sites number 11 and site number 21. Both will be screw-retained crowns. So in this case, I need 3 scans. Number 1 will be the maxillary anatomy. Number 2 would be the antagonist. And number 3 will be the scan markers or the scan abutments. Now let's go ahead and open Exocad software. This is the landing page of the Exocad software, and here we'll input all the patient information in order for us to start the design process. Go ahead and choose anatomic crown. Choose the material of choice. In this case, I'm going to choose a 3D print. Choose screw-retained implant. And if you do have a pre-op model, go ahead and click on yes. In this case, I don't have. If you need to design gingiva, you could design that as well. And then go ahead and click on OK. To do the same for implant number 21, I'll click on Control and I'll left click on number 21. I'll also click on number 22 and click on Adjacent Tooth. Click OK. Hold Control. Click on number 12, and for the antagonist teeth number 42, 41, 31, and 32, I'll click on those teeth, click on antagonist, click OK, and then do the same for the rest of the teeth. Go to scan mode and choose 2 stone models and occlusion in case you don't have an articulator scan. This dot right here represents in case we'd like to connect both these teeth, so we'll design a connector, or if you're going to be designing 2 separate crowns, go ahead and unclick that dot. Once you're done, go ahead and click on Save, then click on Design. Now the software will ask us to import 3 scans. The first scan will be the upper jaw, so I'll go ahead and click on this file. Second file will be the scan marker, so I'll go ahead and choose that. and third scan will be the antagonist. Adjust the view for you to be able to look at the models from a superior view, and click on Set Current View as Axis. Then click on Next. Click on Next. And now it's time to match the scan abutments in the scan to the library scan abutments. First, we'll do that for number 11. Click here and find the file that says Megagen AnyRich Custom Abutment 13 in case I'm scanning with the 13mm scan abutments, which in this case I actually am, so I'll go ahead and I'll choose 13mm custom abutment file. I'll get a drop-down menu of different types of Zergen, which are the tie bases of Megagen. In this case, I'm going to be choosing the 4016. And lastly, I'll go ahead and I'll choose the cement gap. Usually we recommend that you use 50 cement gap. Now, I'll find the flat sides of my scan abutment, which in this case, this is the flat side. And I'll just go ahead and I'll click on the center, and then I'll click on Best Fit Matching. In this case, as you can see here, the fit is not ideal. In case you get that, go ahead and move this bar on the left side, move it upwards a little bit, and then click on Best Fit Matching. I think we need to adjust that fit a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and shorten that a little bit more until I get perfect matching as I get right now. And then repeat the process as necessary. Now you'll see that the software has imported both tie bases that I'll be using in this case, and these are the tie bases that I will be using. And now the next step will be to define the emergence profile. Please note that the emergence profile that you'll set right now can be adjusted later on. So what I'll do right now is I'll click with the left click of my mouse to define an initial emergence profile. I prefer to choose 4 points, and then the software will draw the rest of the points automatically. But remember, you could always adjust the emergence profile by clicking on this tab that says Correct or Draw, and then you could adjust these points. You could add more points by clicking on the line, and you could adjust the line itself by clicking on the dots and moving them around. Next step will be the initial placement of the teeth. In this case, all you need to do is just place the teeth in the position where you think is proper. Whether occlusal, gingival, or mesiodistal. To rotate the teeth, click on Control and hold Control on your keyboard and rotate the teeth. You'll find that you'll see some markings, colored markings, which means that right now there is contact between the teeth and the opposing model. To widen the teeth in all directions, hold Shift and move the left click of your mouse and move up and down or right and left to increase the size of the tooth. To move in a certain direction, click on Shift and Control and hold these two buttons and move in that particular direction. If If you like the teeth position, go ahead and click on Next. In this particular step, what we will do is we'll adjust the emergence profile. To see how the current emergence profile looks like, go ahead and hide the antagonist model. You could also hide the teeth by clicking on F on your keyboard, or by unticking the box that says Full Anatomic on the left menu. To hide or show the model scan, click on S on the keyboard, or click on Jaw Scans on the upper left menu. To fade the model slightly, go ahead and click on Jaw Scans and move the bar to the left side, or use the wheel of the mouse to slightly fade the model. Right now, this is how the emergence profile looks like. It looks pretty flat. Kindly note that these dots that right now are in pink mean that the emergence profile is attached to the gingival profile. To freeform the emergence profile, hold Control on your keyboard and click on the upper pink dot. By doing that, you can move the emergence profile up or down, as you can see here. Now that you're done adjusting the emergence profile, go ahead and click on Next. And now what the software will do is that it will merge both the emergence profile to the design of the crown that you've done. In the wizard's Freeforming Tools, you'll be able to adjust the tooth parts by clicking on Cusps, Tooth Parts, Entire Tooth, or Rich. For more information about how to design a screw-retained crown, and to know more about the functions of each of those buttons, I recommend that you go to the Exocad YouTube channel and watch their tutorials. You can also check the occlusion by looking at the antagonist and making sure that you're happy with the occlusion that you have right now. In case you have any intersections, you can always use the Adapt tab and click on Occlusal or Approximal, and then click on Cut Intersections, and then click on Cut All Intersections. Once you're done with defining your anatomy, go ahead and click on Next. Next will be to define your screw channel position. You can check the current position of the screw channel by looking at the model from an occlusal view. If you're happy with the current position of the screw channels, go ahead and click on Next. Once you click on Next, you'll find that now in the screw retained crowns, you'll be able to find the position of the screw channel. You'll also be able to find the position of the titanium bases. Right now, this file that we have in front of us in green could be the final file, but in case you'd like to do any adjustments, like in this case I can see that right here we could use a few adjustments, you could always click on Freeform Restorations. And after we click on Freeform Restorations, we could always adjust these imperfections that we have in the design. You could do that by using the Smooth function, or the Add function, as you can see here, or a combination of both. And that would be your final design. To finish, go ahead and click on Next, and click on Yes. Click on Next, and now the software will save your progress. In order for you to find your saved files, go ahead and click on Open in Explorer, and right here you'll be able to find both the STL files that you will need in order for you to do the printing. In case you'd like to mill the files, you have both STL files. You can also find the construction info file on the top that you will be using in order for the milling machine to find a good milling strategy for your STL file. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you very much. Dr. Sam Omar.